Founded by Afe Babalola, a believer in industry and determination.
Afe Babalola University, Ado-Ekiti, ABUAD, started on the 4th of January 2010 as a unique educational institution, the first in Nigeria to take off on its permanent site with the first phase of its physical development completed. It was the result of Afe Babalola's 7 years of experience as a pro-chancellor of the University of Lagos.
He was able to stabilize UNILAG.
Babalola had transformed UNILAG, restored order, improved its finances, and raised its educational standard. In those years, Afe Babalola was twice voted Nigeria's best pro-chancellor and also made the chairman of Nigeria's pro-chancellors. For his unprecedented achievements, he was honored by UNILAG in 2013.
When I went to the University of Lagos, my intention was to transform the place to the extent that we will also breed quality students. That job was unfinished. Therefore, I decided that something has to be done. The unfinished job must be done.
ABUAD became the vehicle for the realization of Afe Babalola's educational reforms.
We need modern buildings, good environment, good accommodation, good teaching facilities, good teachers, and eventually establish an ideal university.
The National Universities Commission, NUC, described ABUAD as a model, reference point, and benchmark for university education. NUC's description was premised on the premium placed by the university in modern infrastructure, a conducive academic environment, the provision of state-of-the-art learning facilities, and the recruitment of top-rated academic personnel from across the world.
We employ teachers from South Africa, Australia, Hong Kong, England, Canada, and United States of America.
The Union of All African Students visited ABUAD in its third year and honored the founder at the end of their visits. They described ABUAD as the fastest growing university in Africa. That description has since become one of the characteristic features of the university in its evolution over the years.
ABUAD shall be reckoned as one of the best in Africa and one of the best in the world.
In 16 years, Afe Babalola University, Ado-Ekiti, has grown in leaps and bounds in line with the master plan of its founder, attracting endless accolades, recognitions, and awards along the way. ABUAD is the only private university in Nigeria with its own teaching hospital, the ABUAD Multi-System Hospital, AMSH, which was established in October 2017. The university has inducted 8 sets of medical doctors since 2019, when 9 among its 43 pioneer medical students passed out with distinction grades. Besides providing first-class teaching facilities for medical students, AMSH has also emerged as the best-equipped healthcare facility in the south of the Sahara. As at May 2026, ABUAD Multi-System Hospital has done successfully 52 kidney transplants, 60 open-heart surgeries, and 66 interventional cardiac procedures. Today, AMSH has become the destination point for referrals from many African countries. Consequently, it has triggered a downward trend in medical tourism outside African shores.
It's an excellent facility, very unique and distinct, very up-to-date and modern. I would recommend it to any Nigerian.
Another characteristic of ABUAD is its commitment to bridging the gap between the university and industry, thereby bringing the gown to town. ABUAD Industrial Research Park is the result of that mission. Already, a number of factories are producing food and medical items. ABUAD Herbal Virucidin Liquid, Immune Booster and Antioxidant. ABUAD Health Animation Capsule, Herbal Remedy and Antioxidant.
And determination.
ABMAL capsule to manage feverish conditions, and AB roasted cashew nuts. Thanks to ABUAD scientists and the industrial park for the success of the 3 medications and a food product, all with NAFDAC approvals.
University.
Recycled Waste Factory is the latest addition to the research park. ABUAD Farms, an integral part of the university, has cash crops, food crops, animal husbandry, and processing units.
Afe Babalola University has set the bar for other universities and research institutes to follow. And the university has one of the biggest farms that I've ever seen. This size of farm, very rare. It's completely integrated. I enjoy all other universities of agriculture, and indeed all universities offering agriculture to do so.
In collaboration with the Institute of Tropical Agriculture (IITA) and other agric-oriented organizations, ABUAD Farms has for many years trained and provided startup materials for youths from Nigeria and the Republic of Benin. Similarly, farmers are assisted through an annual program called ABUAD, where farmers from the 16 local government of Ekiti State attend training workshops and compete on the strength of plantation size and the quality of farm yields. The best farmer in the state and runners-up from the local governments go home with different prizes. A vision in action. Knowing the indispensability of electricity to research and learning, ABUAD launched its Independent Power Project (IPP) in June 2021, ensuring that the university is self-dependent in the generation of electricity. Today, the university has gone further to build a dam to support its electricity needs for all sectors of the university and its other enterprises.
There's no way you can have quality education without the city.
In 2019, when ABUAD marked its 9th anniversary, the founder, Afe Babalola, made a prediction on the future of the university.
The university is established to make a difference. And you can't make a difference if you do the same thing as others do it. In law, our college is recognized as the best in West Africa. In engineering, it's recognized as a template for engineering in Nigeria. In nursing, we have 100%. In lab tech, 100%. In case of medicine, there is no university, and I still insist, that has turned out final students in 6.5 years. We hope we maintain the high standard which we have set for ourselves, and if so maintained, hopefully in the next 5 years or more, our university will be reckoned among the first 100 in the world. That's my mission.
In 2022, ABUAD was announced by the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings as Nigeria's #1 university. In 2023, it retained its first place ranking in Nigeria and emerged number 221 in the world. In 2024, ABUAD remained the #1 university in Nigeria and #1 globally in SDG 7, affordable and clean energy, outreach and stewardship programs. In 2025, for the 4th consecutive year, Afe Babalola University retained its first place in Nigeria, #1 in international ranking across different categories of SDG 7, #3 in Africa and 84 globally.
Today, with the cooperation of and quality advice from regulatory bodies such as the NUC, Council for Legal Education, Ministry of Education, Nigeria Society of Engineers, the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, ICANN, CPN, PCN, and Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, among others. The cooperation of parents and the commitment of our staff, the university has recorded spectacular achievements in law, medicine, engineering, nursing, pharmacy, sciences, and accounting, among several others.
This is the reflection of the faculty, of the staff, and of our work here under the very distinguished leadership of our own founder, Chancellor, the President, the Afe Babalola, the Baomorphy of Yoruba land.
In ABUAD rankings of 4 consecutive years, 2022 to 2025, it is evident that Afe Babalola has attained his preliminary goals of establishing the university, that is, making it a pace-setter, a reformatory institution, and an example of how a university should be run.
This institution has contributed in no small measure to the human capital development of this nation.
The next step in the founder's agenda is a race for the ultimate first position in global ranking.
Apart from remaining number 1 in those areas, we'll be number 1 in many other areas, and eventually number 1 globally in everything. That's my idea.
For those who are familiar with Afe Babalola, the proponent of impossibility made possible, the goal of ABUAD attaining the ultimate number 1 global ranking is a possibility.
We are going to be the first in the world. Keep watching.
ABUAD is setting upbeat agenda for tertiary education in this country.
Our laboratories, our libraries, e-libraries facilities, our clinical simulation laboratory, our ABUAD multi-system hospital, the pride of Africa, the Bogono Research Center, the Postgraduate Study Complex, the Open and Distance Learning Center, the ICT multi-million US dollar facilities, our Talent Discovery Center, our planetarium, our agro-business farms, our industrial park, the ABUAD Independent Power Plant, the recently concluded dam, just to mention very few.
Afe Babalola University is for innovation, it's for excellence, it's for entrepreneurship, it's for self-actualization, it's for liberation from traditional way of educating people, it's for skill development, it's for life skills. I can see the quality of graduates being rolled out from the university is second to none in the country.
These are the future leaders. We have mentored them. We have educated them. My hope in Nigeria depends on these people. And the more of this type of university you have, the better in the country.
I see this place becoming a UNESCO site for qualitative education. I see the UN declaring this place as the standard and the benchmark.
The university was assigned deliberately to be an example of how universities be run. What we are doing really is to make it a 21st century university. To be a 21st century university, you have to be a modern university. To be a modern university, you must have equipment and structures. That's why we have this equipment.
Afe Babalola is more than a university. I feel like it's a place that structures you into the best version of yourself.
If there's any university that can be called federal, ours is the federal university.
Founded by Afe Babalola, a believer in industry and determination. A unique environment with aesthetic structures, a beckoning university. Delivery unequal, design for high quality education to mold character and infuse knowledge how to lead others. Proud of ABUAD, they launch a path to excellence with determination and faith in our philosophy of industry, service and character. Our future for greatness and excellence is assured. And excellence is assured. And excellence is assured.
ABUAD, providing the missing link.